Hey crafty people, Ashley here, and today I have a ginormous stack, I think this is like 6 inches tall, you're just seeing the top, of layouts that I've completed. So I was going through, organizing, doing my journaling, so I figured I'd share. So this one where an ink smooshing technique to create a background page, and so you can see two different colors, and that's just done on a piece of popcorn wrapper. So this one, I like to use my flip flaps to help add extra photos, some fun like little journaling spots. Still need to finish my journaling for my Ireland trip. I got to put them in order first. So here's a fun one. This technique, you actually use your paper runner and you score it, and then you run a pen along it to get kind of this neat like checkered effect. So that was a fun one. Some ink splattering on your base. So this one's a lot of fun. It's fringe, right? So that was a neat technique to play with. Doing it layered, curving stamps. So here's a neat one where you are, I think I used my, I want to say the water brush to kind of paint and do this neat like transitional background. I'm using my sanding block to distress some of the paper. There's actually, can you see it on the camera? Yeah, you kind of can. I actually did my piercing tool and poked a bunch of holes and then distressed it. You can see a combination of acrylic pieces and stamps. So that was fun, just a lot of layering. So here's another neat one where you just use a circle that you've cut out, and then you're going to sponge around it, and you can kind of layer it up. It's almost kind of like a flower effect. So that's a neat one. So this is a really fun one. I think I actually have done this twice because I have a video. I did a live on it. So this one is a stencil. It's taster paste, and so two different. I mix and blend on top of. I did some splatter. I did used my ink blending tool. This the white pigment ink versus the black ink, so you can kind of see that. But I love layouting again. Oh, so here is that stencil done again, but this is just using ink. So this is the same color where you do it kind of a heavier, darker, and then you do it lighter on the edges. And so it looks like I did one centered, and then I did some chunks coming in on this layout. And pairs nicely with the wood grain. So this is fun. This is one, if you're thinking of doing an album retreat, this is one that came with the album retreat. So album retreats are pretty cool. Everything comes pre-cut and ready to go. You just need a couple like extra materials like inks and stuff like that on hand. But they always have some fun new things. So I thought that was really cool. Plus, I now have the Cricut file. So if I want to do more of these, I have it. And it wasn't too bad to put together. Little 4th of July. So this was fun because the stamp itself is just that dark, I think it's candy apple. No, scarlet. And then you do second generation and you rotate it and you get this really cool like starburst firework effect. So that one's fun. Using banner pieces. I love the Disney pages. This is a workshop guide I got from another fellow maker and absolutely love it. I'm thinking, I have so many Disney photos, I might actually order the paperback, and again, just because it's so much fun, and her layouts have a lot of photos on them, and then you have these cute acrylic pieces, and I'm pretty sure they're still available. So, Stormtroopers! So I Disney passes about 10 years ago. Her workshops is just, there's no stamping, it is just papers. However, you do need a Cricut for these extra titles, but they're super easy to upload and cut out. But we just got Disney passes again, So lots more magical memories. So what I need to do is go through some of these photos and then recreate them now that I have my child. But you can see lots of fun, and the acrylic pieces were adorable that you can get with this is the Happiest Place paper pack. So I really love that. Okay, this is a oddball single layout I did, so these are a larger triangle that you then fold in. So you need a base page, and then you need just double-sided paper that coordinates well, and it's super cute, super fun. She was totally my favorite stamp from last year, and she's probably going to make a comeback this year. This one was fun. So this I kind of recreated from the catalog. Just using hearts, I inked the edges, circles. I do have hearts though. Those I went over with my pen. This is the layered flowers, and just look at that. Inking the edges really kind of gives it that defined look, but I normally like to do 2-page layout after I just showed you a 1-page Christmas, but so I kind of wanted to continue that theme and add a couple more family photos. Absolutely love this photo shoot we did. And so this is the Sweet as Honey, and I have so many photos from this one. Oh my God, I love this paper. So this is cool. I don't know if you can see how textured it is. So you lightly spritz it with water, and then you crinkle it, and you flatten it back down, and it just adds so much dimension. Okay. You can see a little bit of the distressed oxide in the backdrop. So I blend it on, and then you splatter it with water. These really neat textures. This was the workshop kit, but oh my God, I love hexagons. Like, they are my fave. So super fun. And then we're jumping over to Deck the Palm. So this was the reversible. So you got some cute stamping of the sand, building up some fun clusters. Again, those clusters, I really liked kind of just this print. I had a bunch of like beach, and my dad's 70th birthday party was a Paradise Luau theme, so that worked really well. I think the kit only had this one, so I kind of used my scraps and wanted to get a bunch of extra photos onto a second layout for that one. So here's some more of his birthday. So, but this is a super fun one. Oh, apparently I need to put this into a flip-flap also, so. But yes, love these colors. And do you see, look at this. It's the UV coating. I love when they do that. It's like that tone on tone. Oh, this is probably one of my favorite layouts I made last year. Just, I love it. I dressed up as Belle for Halloween, and we went and did some photos when we got my son's second year photos done. But this is awesome. I do have a YouTube video on this one if you want to know a little bit more. This is embossing gold on black. On the red flowers, I have some where I've just inked the edges. So this is that same, just kind of a big florally stamp that I've stamped in. Some of them's tone on tone, some of them's a slightly darker. Gold embossing. Love the double title where I thin cut 2 colors and offset it. But just, yes, I love this one. And again, that was that Sweet as Honey paper I was obsessed with for a while. So this is part of that Sweet as Honey workshop kit. So again, super fun. These came as die cuts. This is one that I made. I really liked this piece, and that came from the card making kit. So the Sweet as Honey card making, which I think that one is still available online last I checked. But I wanted that honeycomb. I love the little ticket, the bees, and then I used some of that flower, layered flowers then cut. And then notice how I use the inside also to kind of give that multi-dimension. This is from the Sweet as Honey scrapbooking kit again. Again, there's 3 layouts total, but I love the clustering. And then this one was fun. Do you see that shimmer on these flowers? So that is using, I want to say it's a gold shimmer brush. Okay, actually, you know what? No, I think it's actually the Glit Gloss Spray. Okay, yeah, this one's the Glit Gloss Spray because I can see it. I used it on with a dotting tool here, and then I painted to add some accent to my flowers, and I've done that on quite a few other workshops. Oh, this is my son's second birthday photo shoot. Super cute, little dinosaur themed because he really likes dinosaurs. And so this is a fun mixed media, so you can see some texture paste that I colored with ink. We got splatters. I started with the ink smooshing technique, which is where I put ink on a popcorn wrapper, that's just the plastic, spritz it with water, and crinkle it up down. And you can see how fun is that mixed media. I love this cute little dinosaur. Plus this was nice because you had to color it. I liked the solid color. Here is just kind of a stencil on the back for... this was a workshop kit that I then cut, and then I ended up modifying it a bit. So this is from the same lady who does the... who did that... what is the Disneyland one, Happiest Place ones. But I thought it was fun. Again, I like that she puts a lot on her pages, so many photos, and so it's perfect for my Ireland. And you've probably seen a lot of my Ireland photos in here, and I still am only to like day 4 of that trip. But super fun, easy. I always love adding some glitter to my pages. So this one was fun. This was a sketch that someone had posted that I really liked, and so I ended up turning it into a 2-page layout because I like 2-page. So I kind of took one of the elements and repeated it, and I didn't want to do like a matchy-matchy, so I tied in that same paper. Again, bringing in some mixed media on that background. This was an interesting experiment. So this is actually for a card, and it's like one piece, and so I cut it apart and used it to frame a photo. So kind of trying to use things in more than one way. So this was a workshop that I have that is, so it's a baby themed one, which I thought was really cute, but super easy. It was used Picture My Life cards cut apart along with the workshop and just the stickers. Nothing extra that you had to add, but it worked great for documenting those first baby photo. This is a fun one I really liked. This was a stamp of the month. I think it was like Created to Shine or something, but oh my god, I love the light bulbs. Stamped them in white embossing powder, and then again, it's that double title. And then I absolutely loved this stamp set. Bringing in some Picture My Life cards, just this whole, bringing in, you can even see some embellishing thread. It really kind of pops well on that black. And then those dots. So, and then Cabo Wabo. This was to show off some of our cardstock that we have. So again, no pattern paper in here at all. So I did the ink smooshing technique I like, but this time my friend had challenged me to do it with watercolors. So I did a variety of transitional watercolors to match the cardstock I wanted to use. And I did just a bunch of different hexagons, and I thought that black was just the perfect pop. And then I added a couple of the black acrylic stars to give it some pizzazz. So this was fun. This is the Distressed Oxide. Oh yeah, this is so I add my journaling. This was one of our stamps of the months. I love those bottles. I wanted to add kind of a shaker element to this. And then I Distressed Oxide the whole page, and then I splattered it with water, and that's how I got this really neat like water paper that I made. But fun fishing layout. And then we had the Cake Day, right? So I love this one. So this one, I'm doing a stitched border, and then you ink inside of the circle, and you add little like stars to it, and then you do just this whole outside ring. And just look at that. So this is a combination of die cuts and stickers that you use dots, and then you can see these little itty bitty dots are just done with my tri-blend marker. You can see heart stamped in. So even if you don't have enough die cuts and stickers to go all the way around, you can really fill it in by using stamps, stickers, dots with markers. So that's a fun one. Oh, and you can see that same technique is done on the base of this one. And then see how this is edged in marker, right? It looks like that second layer without having it. So again, this workshop was all about markers. So you can see just even kind of lightly tone on tone to make that party stand out. A lot of these are using gel pens and markers to get some fun looks. Oh, this one was really cool. It's a paper rolling technique. Okay, so you can use your stylus, you can use, actually I think I used the back of the gel pen, and you roll your paper on, and look at that fun dimension. So this has been sitting under a stack for a while, and so this is probably what it's going to look like in my book. So I will still have that dimension, but it's not like perfectly round anymore, which I'm okay with. I love the bright colors on black. Look at the gel pen, adding it with dots. This is colored using marker. Okay, so you stamped it, then cut, and then add those coordinating colors. So that was a really fun one. Okay, and then here is, oh, I don't even remember the name of this one, but this one was fun. This was Legoland. This one used a lot of inking. So transitioning from on one stamp, walking and rolling technique. You start with the lighter color in the center, and then you roll the outside edge in the darker color, and you can do just the edge, or you can do a lot more and just leave a little bit of the center. So same stamp, same technique, and you get a little bit of a different look. So this is fun. Oh, and you can see paper tearing, adding stitched borders. Let's see what else we got going on. Just kind of like layering, and then notice how some are upright, some are turned, to really kind of give this fun look. Again, building those embellishment clusters. So this is a fun, easy one. If you have a lot of like chunks of paper left, you just cut them and run them across the page. Add some nice photos, because I know with our phones, I always have photos in this direction. So here's a fun one I created. So this is just a stitched border, kind of doing some separations. I really loved these this birthday number stamp set. I also did cards to go with it, but I thought she was so cute. I did some splatter. The Tutti Frutti paper was perfect for summer. So even though I have a little boy, I'm able to use it for my summer layouts and still use my bright pink. Oh, he's another one from that birthday numbers. I was creating some clusters. This one I was going with the repeating elements. So you can see I have a lot of the elements in a line, and that came from my pattern paper. Gel penning the edge. This is splattering on the bottom. And then this was fun. So since I had die cut out of these circle shakers, I had the insides left over from the frames, so I kind of brought those in to my elements. And then I thought it tied in nicely with, we have the circles on that pattern, and then in some of the fruit on this one to kind of tie it in. And then I splattered using, this is the grape shimmer brush, and then I edged with grape. And so you can see I edged again with grape on this one, and it gives it that extra layer of dimension. So it looks like it's got a yellow, a pink, and a purple mat, but it only has a yellow and a pink. So you're getting that extra dimension without having to add the extra bulk or use the paper. Almost there. So this one was fun. So this was inspired by an album retreat photo, but I just didn't do the album retreat. That didn't work for my times, and I had too many other projects going on. Album retreat is wonderful. I will say everything's pre-cut. You can go back and watch them whenever you want to do them. but it was just too many things. So I kind of decided I liked the background, so I stole the background and then I kind of put my own photos and embellished on it. So this one was neat because I used some silver embossed and I used some black, and then instead of coloring these, I took my sponge dauber and I did heavy in the center and I kind of lightly swirled out, and so it's okay that it got past my flower edge, but I think it added kind of this really fun, messy look. Also, side note, it makes coloring these in a lot quicker. So I couldn't decide if I liked the technique better on silver or black, so I did a combination of the two. So this was actually inspired by a couple different cards. So this repeating pattern, this kind of look here, was on a card, and I wanted to turn it in layout. I really love this edge, this flower, and that created, you stamp the stem, and then it's got the little flowers, and then you have this little like second part. So you're just building them. So this whole set is gorgeous. So this part was inspired by a different card. So it's just, I was showing off how you can use cards, parts of cards that you like to bring in elements. This is an SVG layout. This is the Tutti Frutti. If you purchase the SVG, then I just literally cut this out. And so I thought it'd be fun. I used gold, and then I think this was the mix-in pack for that month. And just love, super simple, super cute. Like that even came with it, the title, so it was just slap some photos on. So that was fun. Oh, this was a challenge. So I was given some card pieces, some pattern paper, some certain embellishments and things, and I needed to use them. I could add a page for the base, so that's where my wildberry comes in, and then I could add anything black or white, and I could do whatever I wanted to that. So, so you can see me adding a double frame. This is technically white, but I stamped and colored it. This came in, these cute like sequins, those were part of what I could use, and then I added some white gel pen on there to kind of look like magic was my goal with this one, but this was super fun, and it gave me reason to finally use that pony. This is the, oh, it's that school same paper. I can't remember. But this is Workshop Kit from Close to My Heart that I modified for not school photos. So I completely changed the title, and I stamped mine instead with bubbles, right? I loved this, that stamp. I thought that was super cute, super cute. Okay, this was super fun. Originally, I was not crazy about when I was like, what? And then I was looking through my photos, I made this, and yeah, I still have a couple other things I'm working on with this paper. So I wanted to use some of my thin cut flowers, and I kind of just layered them up. I liked that shortbread and the glitter paper, and I literally, the flowers, this particular layered flowers, I want to say, there's a ton of them, so I just cut like one set in shortbread, one set in sapphire glitter paper, and then I literally just mixed and matched and filled up. So like you can see here, so you can see these two, and like these two, these are the reverse of each other. So I was able to already done for me. Same thing, this looks like I inked it, already done. So super easy, quick. I always like the workshop kits. The frames are super fun. I love the offset, the layering, and then look at this. This is like it's not an acrylic piece, it was like a chipboard, black chipboard. So are all these pieces, and you put it over a die cut to get this neat light bulb look. And then this is the last one, but this one I added a bunch of flip-flaps too, so I could get some more photos in. That way I didn't have to do a third layout of this event. Actually, I did a fourth. I did a lot one. Okay. So here, school paper. Again, I did not really do school with workshop. I kept it. I thought it was great. James was learning that he cannot put his foot into that, and just his exploring. I thought that was super cute. I guess this is kind of a school layout. Like, we went to a USC, I think this was a football, the football game. And so, kind of school, not school. I did modify it a little bit, and I brought some more red elements into it, just because we were doing USC. And then, I think they had more of a school one, and I swapped it out for a coffee cup, because that seems much more college-esque to me. Here is that same school paper, Smarty Pants. That's what it's called. It's called Smarty Pants. Okay. Again, swapping titles from their stickers to s'mores. So this is when the twins came over and we were roasting s'mores in the backyard. This is a cut above workshop kit. This is took me 10 minutes. The base page is pre-printed with these circles. You add in these sticker banners and sticker pieces. It gives you a die cut for my photo mats, and then I just glued it down. It actually wanted a 5x7, but I didn't want to reprint, so I modified and kept that. But super easy if you're looking for fun, cute, super easy layouts. The Craft with Heart subscription. So that's what this is. It's a Craft with Heart. It's super easy. This is, it's happiness. No, it's hope and joy or something like that. This was the scrapbooking, National Scrap. So this is a workshop. I love these doilies that I put together. Same thing. So again, this is more of my Ireland photos, right? I definitely have a lot from vacation. But love this, using strips and then tearing the edges with those different varying heights are super cute. You have some diagonals. And then look at all these layering on here. Super cute. And then another fun technique is look at this back. It's not all one solid one. But this works well because it's going to be against another piece of paper. So not only am I able to save some paper, I can, they're still going to be sturdy because they're going to be back to back. Using dots around the edges. Here is another one, a little fun banner, and bringing in some doilies. Oh, and then this is from the paper itself, just cutting out some of your flowers. So this is fun. I wanted to try a starburst. I'd seen an idea months ago. Finally had some time. So I cut out my starburst. I hit it with some white gloss spray. My goal was light speed, hyperspace, all of that. And then we have some little robots because, Disney, right? So super fun. And then embellishing thread also to kind of add it. This is the beach day party workshop. So this one's neat because you were working on, you do second generation stamping, and then you use the watercolored pencil on top of some neat looks and so for fun, see how it's all got transition. That is done with the watercolor pencils. So same thing with the relax. And then wait, I thought there was one more. Oh, it might be. Oh, it's under there. This was one of my fall layouts that I'd done. So this I threw together. I had a ton of Thanksgiving photos that I was trying to fit into one, and I needed a journaling spot. So I actually cut down 4x6 to a 4x4 picture my life card. Kids were learning how to toast. I just used some splatter on this one. Nothing too crazy. Let's see. Oh, so you can see kind of that transition stamping right here. The keeping cool by the pool. Again, see that those lighter and darker. Okay, so here's one that I created. Again, I just used some splatter. I wanted to tie it in. To tie in the blue on the shirt, I have just a couple like little pops of blue on the elements. You can see on the tag to kind of bring it in, and I was bringing in some of the reds from me because there's not too much reds or blues on here, so kind of subtly tying in those photos. I love this banner. This one is a thin cut. And then what's really fun is I'm using the Glit Gloss spray. That's what I splattered with, and also that's what I used to paint the center of my flowers. I'm trying to catch that right. Yeah, there you go. So you can see the center. Some I did like strokes going up, and then some I did dots. But that was a really fun technique. Same thing with this one, using inking the edges of my paper, building a giant cluster with a mix of thin cuts that are rock and rolled, and then stickers. So you can see how you can get such fun variations of colors by doing that rocking and rolling technique. So the stamp in the lighter, and then roll the edges of your stamp into the darker ink, and then depending on how far you go, you can get some really pretty variations. Well, that is my ginormous stack. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to like, follow, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite technique was, and as always, craft on.